What's good, main feed?
Main feed.
What's good, main feed? To catch all you non-patrons up. I'm depressed, and the show's not funny anymore.
We've gone serious. Terry Gross is coming on in a little bit.
Fuck her. I would never be in the same room with that scoundrel. I'm sure she's fine, but she just seems like
I wonder if she's
annoying,
generous.
old, generous.
Yeah. Do you think she's generous? Do you think she'd be like, "Oh, hey, here's $100"?
No.
You don't think she's Mr. Beast in it? I just think everyone's Mr. Beast these days. No,
I don't think so.
God dang it.
I don't think so.
She is rich though. She's a rich old white lady. She's got to be.
Yeah, but
She's
what is she doing with it?
I don't know. Probably has
donating at a park bench now and again.
I bet you she has a big old pool or something like that, and a probably big old house. She probably lives in D.C. I'm assuming.
I feel like she lives in Philadelphia.
Really? Oh, that would make sense.
I think so.
Terry Gross, Philadelphia. She lives in Rittenhouse, one of those nice places.
Honestly, she probably lives in just like an old, nice house.
Yeah, that old money.
That's connected to other houses, though.
Yeah, but those houses are nice.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like multi-million.
But I do think
houses.
she lives in Philadelphia.
Ah, Terry Gross. I wonder if I'll ever run into her. If you're listening out there.
I better not.
If you're listening out there, Terry Gross, buy me a coffee. I'll return the favor.
She's probably rude.
Yeah, she's
probably rude.
It's all gone to her head. She's too famous these days.
Well,
or she's been famous. I guess
maybe she's nice. I don't know. But.
How long has she been famous for? Like over.
Are we calling her famous?
To me, she is because she's on the radio. She's on NPR. I feel like hasn't SNL made fun of her?
I don't know. I don't watch SNL.
I feel like they've made fun of her. I feel like she's like iconic. I can't tell if it's just regional or not though.
Yeah, I guess she's famous.
Drop in the comments below.
I guess I don't think of her as famous. I think of her being like a public figure for sure. But I'm just like, does Beyonce know who Terry Gross is?
I doubt it. I doubt Beyonce knows a lot of things
you think
in her
so?
life.
I think she's pretty tapped. I think she's tapped in, man.
She's tapped. She knows who Mr. Beast is. She knows
who Mr. Beast is probably because her kids love it.
Oh. That makes sense. Mom, watch this. Or do you think they call her Queen? Queen, watch this.
I hope not.
Queen Bee, watch this.
I saw you watching Mr. Beast on Joe Rogan.
It was like a double whammy of
stuff for retards.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't watched that show in. I can't tell you last time I watched a Joe Rogan show, but I was like, dude, I gotta watch my boy Beast, and it pretty much went exactly how you think it would have gone. The same questions were asked. Like, he's got nothing. He's got nothing in common with the guy at all, except they're both rich at this point.
That's got to be cool to be rich.
Yeah, it must be nice. I guess Mr. Beast is rich to a degree, but he seems like he gives everything away.
He's definitely got money.
He has money, but I think he spends a lot of it. I mean, if he stopped right now, he could sell everything and be a multimillionaire.
Do you think he just writes everything off because he's constantly just giving away money?
Dude, his accountants must be fucking good. They gotta be.
Yeah.
Because they buy so much shit. And I was thinking about it, like, we bought these Halloween costumes, right? And like, what are you gonna do with them? But he buys it in masses and bigger production. What the fuck do you do with it after you do it with one show? You spend $1 million on it. You're like, I'll just throw it in storage for the rest of my life.
Maybe they, if he's a G, they would donate it.
He might do that.
Because all that stuff,
he's big into philanthropy.
Philanthropy, yeah. I mean, I guess if his whole thing is giving away money.
Yeah.
I think he's a fucking fraud. I hate his guts.
Joe Rogan or the Beast? Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Both of them are rich, so they can fucking rot.
There was a show that you had to chase money or something, and there was this really smart guy on it, and it had a guy called like The Beast. And for a while there, I thought,
oh yeah, the really smart guy,
yeah.
the stuck up fat guy who's like smarter than everybody else. That's like the funniest, I think it's a British show, right? That's not an American show.
I don't know. He is British. I'm pretty sure, or is he American?
He's British.
He's British. Yeah,
which makes it so much worse.
Yeah, fat British guy. Oh man.
Yeah, he honestly looks like a movie villain. His whole thing is like he's pig man. I don't like maligning people's looks, but
Yeah.
he is like it's his personality coupled with his looks that makes him the ugliest person alive.
And they put him next to like such a tiny girl, tiny little blonde chick.
Oh yeah, well the version I saw, he was like on top of this like weird mound thing that like like brought him out.
Yeah.
Where he's like above
king.
everybody else. Yeah. It made me sick. I was like, I hate this guy.
He might do both. He might do a British one and an American one. He might do one with the American
Double
girl.
booked. He's raking it in.
Dude, the beast. If you're that smart, you're gonna be a rich guy. But
what
yeah,
a piece of shit.
I thought that was Mr. Beast, and when I watched this channel, I was like, this is some young shy kid. This isn't some old smart guy just quizzing everyone.
Yeah.
What's 2 + 2 × 3?
We gotta talk about Mr. Beast less.
It's a fad. I'm over it soon, but it's my favorite thing. Me and all the young kids out there.
I hate talking about Cumtown on this podcast, but I did. You did mention how you watched their first video and it looks bad.
Yeah.
Why does it look bad?
I don't know.
They hired people to make it look good.
Yeah, they have a photo guy, like a director of photography or whatever, and it looks not good. And
everything about it is bad. Like I was watching it and I was like, I can't believe how bad. I can't believe they posted this.
It sounds so bad too. Like you can still hear all the room. People were commenting in the sections like lavalier mics and stuff like that, or like sending pictures of that. It's like, why were they laved up? I don't know, man. And it wasn't even like a good. There were some good moments, but overall, it wasn't a good episode. I feel like the flow was all fucked up.
If I was, put it this way, if I was Shane Gillis,
yeah,
and I agreed to put all that Frankenstein makeup and stuff on my face, and I went on and that's how it came out, I'd be like, why the fuck did you guys make me come here?
I feel like you can make it look bad, but cool looking, and I think they missed it. They missed the mark completely, but that's what they were trying to go for. Like a little grainy.
It was also just bad. It just like looks bad. It looks and the whole flow of it is bad. It made me laugh.
The way they were sitting, I mean, maybe that was the point, but the way they were sitting was so.
I don't think so.
It was so weird too. It just felt like, what's his name? I'm just kidding. Nick was like sitting like this, like with his legs spread out, and then Shane Gillis was
Sometimes
all just
you
like.
got to post up.
But is that? I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I feel like an incel talking about it anymore. But you mentioned it last time, so
if you're listening out there, you need a hand. I got some lights for you.
Yeah,
you can borrow the lights for a session.
Yeah, they probably listen to our podcast.
Oh, they definitely do. Big fans.
What was I gonna say? You finally watched Barbarian.
Oh, finally watched Barbarian. Yeah, we should.
Your reaction was underwhelming, I gotta say.
I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
It blew me away.
It didn't blow me away. I thought it was really good and funny. I think it was it was like it was very well written. Everything you needed to know within like how the runtime was 100 minutes, or less than that.
I think it's like an hour. Yeah, hour 43. I think.
Like, it was I would say it's a very, very well cut movie, and everything makes sense about it.
See, that's, oh man, I feel like at no point are you like, I know where this is going. That's what I love about it. And
it is cool. It is cool. I'd say that. That is a good.
Like, there's no point where I was like, oh, yeah. Like, there's so many parts in it where you're like, oh, I know what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then that doesn't happen.
At all. And
I feel like that's, the movie is just, if you haven't seen it, it's on HBO Max. We're just renting it. I love it.
It is 1,000% worth the watch. And I think it's one of my. It's definitely a top like 5 movie.
It might be
horror movie.
The movie of the year for me.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to edge out Nope from my favorite movie of the year. But as far as movies that I've talked about the most this year, my most hated movie is Nope, and my most loved movie is Barbarian.
It was missing the room, but I was gonna say that.
Yeah. It wasn't too.
Yeah.
You thought it wasn't that scary. I thought it was very scary.
Barbarian?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was very scary. No, it was like fun. It was a fun horror movie.
The second half of it was fun.
Yeah, I mean maybe because I went in there knowing that you guys told me there's moments where it's like it's a lighthearted moment. Once Justin Long comes in the picture,
oh yeah,
it's fun.
But dude, the first half of the movie is like. Actually, there's parts in the second half that are pretty scary too. But
the first half is like building up, and you're like, "What's happening here?" And
Yeah, the way
But
that
I
the
didn't-
movie is, like, my dad said he started watching. He's going to be too scared to watch it. I said this on the Patreon. Yeah, he's going to be too scared.
Oh, dude, it's a great movie to sit there with a little bowl of popcorn or a little soda and just spend your night and watch it.
He can't, he's not going to be able to handle it.
Does he have a basement where he's living?
No.
He's good.
Well, I'm sure the house has a basement. I don't know if he has access to it or not, but he will definitely, I think I'll get too scared. He's like, yeah, I watched the part where they started drinking wine. I'm like, dude, that's fucking 6 minutes into the fucking
You didn't even
movie.
get you didn't get to the good part.
Oh, no. He's
didn't
like,
get
I started
to-
falling asleep, so I turned it off. I was like, all right.
Oof. I was pretty heightened at that moment.
He's
because you don't know what's going to
old.
happen.
Once the hour strikes, he's old and, like, he has a cocktail or two. So he, like, gets sleepy, and then he's like, I got to go to sleep.
I have a question about the movie, though.
Okay.
And it might be a little bit of spoiler, so maybe jump ahead. But the guy in the beginning, that he's in other movies. He plays It, Pennywise, right?
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård. Didn't he say he was from Detroit, and then she checked his license and he was from New York?
That I don't remember, but I do think that maybe there was a couple things
Yeah.
about the movie where I was like, wait a tick. Weren't they like, they were both getting an Airbnb for a week?
Yeah.
Or maybe she wasn't there for a week. He was there for a week. They were renting an entire house, small house, but
Yeah.
an entire house, which it's later revealed that it's in a terrible area. That's why it's so cheap. But I feel like they're both like, oh, yeah. Well, he says like, yeah, I'm here from wherever. Another place in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
what? You needed to get an Airbnb house for an entire week. You couldn't just like, it sounds like you're likely at the most a couple hours away.
Yeah, he could have just came and just specced out the area and said, okay, I'll invest in this area
Yeah.
or not. Yeah, so I thought he was from Michigan, and then I don't know if that was part of the movie to be suspenseful.
They definitely want you to be wary of him.
Yeah.
Because then it fucks you, it throws you off so much.
It does. It really
I don't
gets
want to.
you.
I don't want to say anymore
Yeah.
for those that are listening, despite us saying that there's spoiler alerts. But the movie's so effing good, and it's the best when you really don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. So.
Door down to the.
Oh man, I just love cinema. The yeah. Oh man, I'll talk to.
But I
about it
will
more
say
off
this:
mic.
the girl,
Hot.
very hot.
She's hot.
Very
She's in
hot.
I didn't really understand this, but
Uh-huh.
Skittles made like a made like an internet short horror movie that is someone retweeted it, and I didn't really look into the context of why Skittles posted this, but it wasn't a commercial for Skittles that I could tell. Didn't say a word about Skittles that I saw.
Huh.
But it's like it might be 2, maybe 3 minutes long, and it's actually scary, and she's in it.
Oh.
And I was like, dude, she might be one of the new horror.
She's the new Jamie Lee Curtis.
She's the new. I hate Jamie Lee Curtis. My whole life, I've been trying to figure out like, people think she's hot, huh?
She just reminds me of the girl from Party Down, or I'm sure she's from a lot of other things too. Not Jamie
She
Lee Curtis.
reminds you of someone from Party Down.
Yeah, the
Jewish girl.
old lady, older lady. Of Party
Oh,
Down.
Jane Lynch.
Yeah, Jane Lynch. Her and Jane. Jane Lynch and Jamie Lee Curtis could be sisters. Could be twins.
Jane Lynch is stretched out Ellen. Gumby Ellen is Jane Lynch. Jane Lynch is probably also, I imagine, nicer than Ellen.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Ellen's you don't become that famous and that rich and not be mean.
Jane Lynch is pretty big though. She's definitely pretty successful. She's got money.
But she's not Ellen money. She doesn't got Ellen money. She doesn't have a Jane Lynch show.
Yeah, she's not
She's not giving away cars.
Screaming at your employees, Rich. Maybe she is.
I hope so. If you're screaming at your employees, you know you made it. We got to get one so we can just like scream at them.
Somebody from my childhood, mind you, listener/watcher, which by the way, subscribe to the YouTube. Even if you don't like to watch the videos, just throw it a subscribe because we're trying to make money. God damn it.
Yeah, we can always.
And subscribe to the Patreon
Yeah.
also if you haven't. We make videos for those too. So if you love looking at us, I shaved my mustache by the way.
Yeah.
It was time. Had to go.
It was
I was starting to feel like enough time has gone by that people are like, I guess he's keeping it. And I couldn't have that.
Yeah, you kind
be the
of
thing.
you don't want to become a mustache guy. You just want to be able to rock a mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the time came and passed. Yeah, but I know people have multiple Gmail accounts.
Yeah,
So,
I do.
Yeah, me too. I have like 3 or 4. So you subscribe to all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
get our
like,
numbers
what
up.
are we talking about?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm back
yeah.
on the subscription thing.
No,
I'm
yeah,
just,
subscribe to all of them.
and if you don't have one or you want to subscribe twice, just keep making Gmail accounts. I won't say anything.
Yeah, YouTube's not going to comb for...
We get like a red
Whatever.
flag.
Yeah, honestly. I guess
many
this is
bots.
on YouTube. We shouldn't say that.
We're trying to get one of those plaques, you know?
Oh, dude, I need the plaque. Man. That would feel so strange because we'd be like, damn, I guess I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, dude. The podcasting world of YouTube is so different than like
I know.
the other parts of YouTube. There's so many different avenues to go down, and I guess there's a
We
whole...
don't do the editing.
Well, yeah, I mean, because we do this every week. Every Monday we do this.
Dude, YouTubers usually do it every week.
Dude, Mr. Beast does it once a month at most. Sorry.
Is that true?
Mr. Yeah, you can censor me.
He only does it that often?
At this, it's just so big, he just can't do it as often as he wants. He says he wants to do it. He says he wants to do it twice a week, but he can't afford it, and he doesn't have like the
Twice a
manpower.
week.
But we do this twice a week.
This
so
is your boy,
suck it.
huh?
I'd meet him. I'd sup him.
What about the whole thing has you so sucked in? This is like your fascination with space, where I'm just like, I don't think I understand it.
Space. I mean, it's two different things, but my fascination with him is just, I feel like I just feel like I would have got along with him growing up. Like he would have been like that weird kid we would have hung out with. You know,
So you're just bummed that you didn't know him growing up, and now he can't give you money.
No, not at all. I just feel like he just he's not hot. He's not like,
He seems okay looking to me.
oh yeah. I mean, he's just like an average looking guy. Like I'd say average, not
Do you
like
think
ugly.
he gets pussy? A lot of pussy.
He has a girlfriend, but he probably gets some pussy on the side. But yeah, he's just
you
like
think so? You think he's a?
no freaking way. I actually think he's probably super busy.
He doesn't even fuck his girlfriend.
No way. He just
I'm
fucks.
too busy. When you told me he was shy, that took. I imagined him being like kind of obnoxious.
No, very shy, and I think that's why people like him. I think that's why he just grew to such fame. I don't know. You gotta check it. It was our friend Dane who really put me onto this. So it literally is all his fault.
I know. That's
But-
such a Dane thing, dude.
Yeah.
You guys know about Mr. Beast, right? And he was also shocked that we had no idea who he was, which is finding out how big he is. I guess it makes sense, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm 175 years old, man.
I'm
the
almost
crypt keeper. I don't know who Mr. Beast. I don't know who is. Although I did know about
Yeah.
Ryan,
the little kid.
which makes me look bad. Which makes me look bad. But I know about him from
He
two
makes
different.
money. He makes bank.
That I know about him from
Yeah.
that reason, from articles being written about him. But also, I do have nieces and nephews that are quite into YouTube, so
Yeah.
I kind of know. I'm a little tapped in, but I'm also like, I
Yeah.
never heard of that. The kids I know haven't talked about Mr. Beast.
I gotta talk to my younger cousins, see if they know. They'll probably make fun of me, honestly.
You watch Mr. Beast, dude? You are gay as hell. How young are they?
16 and 18, I think.
Oh yeah.
So they're
that's-
like, I feel like they could have grown up on that shit.
I
And
think so.
my niece and nephew are a little too young to get. They're probably right about to get into the YouTube world. Like right when you get your like first tablet at this age, at this part in their
dude.
generation.
Speaking of tablets,
Yeah.
I heard that this is not good podcasting, but I've talked about getting a laptop before.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the like M1 and M2 chips
Mhm.
in the MacBook Airs are just like fast as hell,
Yeah.
and they're like, I think a base model MacBook Air with the M1 chip is like $1,000,
Oh, really?
brand new.
Hmm.
So I might be able to get refurbished something or other for cheaper.
Get that M1.
I might cop a fucking $150 computer.
That'd be sweet.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
That would be awesome because then I would cop one too. Because rendering down this video takes a lot.
Dude.
I ran out of memory yet last night. I
On
just-
your computer?
everywhere, and I had the video because I was uploading the one for the Patreon, and I just plugged it in. And these video, I mean, each camera takes is like 20 or 30 gigs, right? So I plugged it in. It was like you're done on this external hard drive. I was like, oh, okay. How did that happen? But then I'll go to another external hard drive and I had nothing on there. Went to another one, had nothing. I had like less than like a gig on every hard drive I had.
So what do you need to get a new hard drive?
Like I went last night. I just was like, oh fuck! I couldn't even put it on my computer because I only have 10 gigs on my computer. So there was no. I was like, there's nothing I can do. I'm back against the wall.
Yo, also I tried to figure out how to I looked into making my external hard drive like my main hard drive, see if it would speed up my computer at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked up how to do that because I don't know how to do anything on the computer, and it seemed incredibly difficult. Like I was like, I thought I could just go to settings and be like hard drive default. And it was like, oh, you got to restart. When you restart your computer, you got to do this.
Go to safe mode or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't
what the
fuck with that shit. Yeah, I did get a solid state drive though, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see if it's any faster. But I think it might. I think it's been a little faster, and they're smaller now too. Smaller now, look nice, and I think with a solid state you can just kind of chuck that shit around, like before
physically, like. Pass it here. It doesn't matter if you catch it.
I think if it fell off the table, you'd be like, "Oh shit," and pick it up, and you plug it in, and it's fine. But with a disk drive, it falls off the table. You're like, you have to take a deep breath and be like, "This is gonna work."
Oh,
you know.
Speaking of throwing things and catching them, the nothing is more embarrassing when somebody tries to throw something to me, or somebody witnesses somebody throw something to me. Because my eyes are so bad, I'm not very good at catching things.
Yeah.
If it's like a basketball or like a sizable thing, as long as it's not super sunny out, I can see it and likely catch it. But if somebody throws me their keys, they disappear the second they leave their hand. And especially if it's in the dark. Like I've been past like van keys, and I just literally just like hold my hands out like this and put my face down in hopes that it doesn't smack me in the head.
Especially if it's a magician.
But it makes me feel like a fucking real.
I mean, you kind of have to know if you're. I mean, you kind of have to know if you're throwing that the person's not going to catch it on the other side. Keys, I just hand them over.
It's my understanding that men can catch anything.
Real men.
Yeah, which I am not one of. But I try to keep that under wraps. Is what I'm saying.
That's why you have the mustache.
I'm instantly revealed that to be an absolute pussy.
It's a good
like I'm truly a they them in trapped in a man's body.
They them trapped in a man's body. That's perfect. That's a good one.
That's my bio. That's truly my. That's gonna be my audiobook.
An audiobook. That would be good.
We might as well record them.
Yeah,
we got the fucking the shit set up, and it sounds good.
But we
enough.
have to write it.
I'll just talk.
Okay.
I was like, all right, let's start. I was born 1987.
Ooh.
February. It was. I don't remember. I don't know what time of night it was. I've asked my mom, because people into astrology,
hot chicks
want to know what time you were born. I guess that has some sort of
some relevance to something, to if they want to bang you or not.
I don't think that's why I've ever been asked. I think it's mostly just like to get a read on somebody's personality.
That's it. Well, I'm just saying, other people.
Other people, yeah. I think it's generally asked.
That's like, okay,
are we banging or not?
Do we align?
Yeah.
You know?
And I guess it has something to do with what time you were born. Or, I don't know. There's definitely, like I said on the last episode, there's hot women listening. They know they're coders when it comes to this kind of thing. They understand.
They're the Mark Zuckerbergs of astrology. Yes. I was born 7:04 p.m. July 25th.
7:04? You know the exact time?
Yes, because I have a plaque upstairs in my parents' bedroom that has all my.
Does it say on your birth certificate what time you were born?
No, I don't think so. I just got my birth certificate. It's just upstairs floating around. I got to put it away somewhere. I got to get a little safe for it.
I have 2 social security cards. How's that happen?
Baller. You were born twice. They stuck you back in, you came back out.
But like, isn't it crazy that the social security card is barely thicker than an American dollar?
It's stupid.
I don't understand what they are for.
It's so stupid. You're always told to like hide it, but then any job setting, anything. What's your social? And my dad was telling me that they used to put it on the back of their army, like all their army stuff, like anything that was theirs, they just put their social on. So like everyone knew everyone's social. It was on their like boxes, like a suitcase box in front of their bed. So it's stupid. What I'm saying is
Does it make a? Are they for anything?
I mean, you can steal someone's identity. That's what they're there for. To like.
But what is the card for? Have you ever seen one?
Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah.
It's the flimsiest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, because you need to have it for your passport to do that stuff. I think. Or some jobs used to require you to bring it in if they're onboarding you. But I have no idea. Oh no, I do know where mine is. I really gotta keep a little tracker on it.
I don't know where my birth certificate is. I believe that's been lost.
It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
But you're born. Do you have a belly button?
That's true.
Do you have a belly button?
I have a belly button, yeah.
You're born. That's a birth certificate enough.
Yeah, this might be a personal question you don't want to answer on the podcast.
I don't have an Audi.
Does your belly button smell, like have a smell?
I've never smelled it. I also can't bend down there.
Well, have you ever like put your finger in your belly button?
I don't like fingers in my belly button at all.
So the reason I ask is because I've heard a lot of people say that like that's a thing, like your belly button smells a certain way.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I guess, smells like a infection.
Yeah,
like pierced ear.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I've never experienced such a thing in my entire life.
I guess you could be because it's a dark area that has.
But like, do these people have an extraordinarily deep belly button?
They might have the deep
because
canvas.
I guess mine's not very deep because I don't know.
Are Audis still a thing? I remember growing up.
No, they figured that out.
I remember growing up, kids were just always had like. There was always a handful of kids that had Audis.
Aren't you supposed to have like kind of an Audi if you're in good shape or pregnant?
Well, definitely if you're pregnant. That
Yo,
makes
belly
a lot
buttons
of
get
sense.
scary when chicks be pregnant.
Dude, the body does a crazy thing. It's just crazy that girls can carry a baby.
That is crazy. You know what's crazier though? That I can get kidney stones when I have.
And you can
and that's worse than than childbirth. The doctor told me that. So blame the doctor. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, gals.
You're so brave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's weird that no one.
Well, mine got stuck, so that's worse. So like when you see in movies when the baby gets stuck and they're like,
it's crowning or something.
Ma'am, it's you or the baby.
It's the beast delivering
British.
it.
They can't deliver British babies properly. Hey, by the way, before I forget, thanks to everyone that pre-ordered a shirt. If you have not and you want to, obviously we're gonna print some extras to sell like after, but it is easier if you pre-order it. So then guaranteed to have your size in stock. You snooze, you lose. Ancient Chinese proverb.
Join the army.
Join the army.
Link below.
The link will be below, but
I figured out how to put cards at the end of the video so you can keep watching the videos. I'm becoming a YouTube guy,
dude.
Yeah, I should do that. I should do
it's
the
only
whole
a matter of time before we do the editing, like the slow motion and like Tommy does the YouTube edits.
I know. We gotta have Tommy on. I gotta ask him.
Tommy would be a really funny guest because he's so relaxed.
But he's a YouTube guy.
I know.
He's
honestly
got a ton of subscribers.
He's pretty lively on his YouTube show. Not to say that he's not lively in person, but he's definitely like. He's a very go with the flow fella. We
just have him on the videos, just zooming in and out the whole time, and things are just popping up whenever he's talking. He's like, "I'll edit my camera." Like, all right, do your thing. Just send me it.
That would be awesome, actually.
Yeah, I'd like to have him on. Get the tricks of the trade. Know everything.
I mean, he has a camera and stuff. He could probably record it remotely if we can't get him one-on-one.
Yeah, I feel like he's always in.
Maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he won't want to come on.
Yeah, he doesn't want to tarnish his. He's
a pretty respectable guy. I mean,
we can set up drums for him to be behind.
Yo, we talked about Diddy dressing up as the Joker and killing it for Halloween.
Is that what people were talking about? No, I don't know much about that.
So Diddy's thing is like he always goes off with his Halloween costumes,
as any person would that has a lot of money.
And I don't know that I would if I had a lot of money.
You had a lot of money. You want to have a big soiree? Yeah,
I don't think I would. I don't like entertaining.
But if you're rich, you just pay someone to do it. But go on.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But
you're like Batman. He never comes to any of his parties. He's always like, I gotta go.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I would likely have a cool Halloween costume. I wouldn't invite a ton of people over my house. I would invest a little bit of money, and by a little bit, I mean like $500 tops.
Okay.
on like I don't like makeup or anything on my face.
I hate makeup on my face. The best costume is something you don't have to put on, like put over your face or makeup on your face. Or
Dude, wait till we start shooting in 4K. We're gonna be begging somebody to come do our makeup.
I didn't realize you can change the YouTube quality. Also, I'm a real noob. I was watching this shit in 360. I was watching every video in 360. You got like auto generated that way. I didn't realize you can watch this in 1080.
How'd it look?
1080, great.
Maybe I've been watching it in like 240.
I was like, oh wow, this looks a lot better. And every video I watch is better. And they do broadcast now in 4K, some YouTube shit. Oof. But hey, like my idol said, you know, then it takes away from the production. It's a little too overproduced.
In 4K?
Mr. B said he won't do 4K.
If I'm being honest, I don't know what any of that stuff means. I know that it's the resolution, but like
I'll look uglier. So the less resolution, the better. It's like when the Trailer Park Boys went from VHS.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like when porn is like in 4K. I don't like that.
There's something like with your eye just like doesn't make sense. Like I feel like it's almost too good. Like I don't see in 4K.
I certainly don't see it. Not even, especially not with my glasses, and I refuse to wear them on the podcast because I look like fucking what's his name? What's the turtle's name from Rocko's Modern Life? Filbert? Dilbert?
I think that's right. Dilbert. Dilbert's a show. Filbert. Yeah,
Dilbert's the
Dilbert C. Hoffman.
Dilbert's the Republican guy.
Oh, it's the cartoon?
Well, I don't think the cartoon is Republican. I think the creator is like known for being like a real conservative fellow.
Filbert from Rocko's.
Filbert. Yeah. I feel like I look like him with my glasses on. I got a little fucking head.
I like your glasses.
Thanks. I want to get new ones. I'm trying to get like real. I'm trying to swag out.
It looks like he has
that looks exactly like me. I hate that.
If you wore a cardigan or something, that could be.
I guess that's my Halloween costume next year.
That's a good one. That'd be easy to do.
I'll look too good. Everyone will be like, "Wow, you really look like him."
Well, do you think people would know what you are?
They're gonna assume I'm him. Or they're going to think I'm fucking Dana Carvey from Master of Disguise when he's not turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
That's class. That would be a good Halloween costume.
That'd be a pretty good Halloween costume.
That's a good one. That's a good one because you don't have to put anything on your face. You don't. You just wear like the outfits. And if people are like, "What are you?" This guy. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's good. Haha.
Yeah, I'm not that into dressing up because I don't like. I'm not going to wear a mask.
Hey, we've worn a mask long enough.
Honestly, I'm not doing it ever again. It's not 2020 anymore. Yo, but honestly, I won't go off on masks.
Yeah.
But I do. It does bug me when. I mean, they're few and far between now. People that are maskers, but even like at the beginning of the year, I was like, "Yo, guys, it's fine. You don't need to wear them."
I went to a nail salon yesterday, and they were wearing masks. And I thought they were wearing masks because
they didn't want toenail dust in their mouth.
Well, I didn't realize that. But I was talking afterwards, and it dawned on me, or was told to me, that they wear it so they don't get shit up their nose. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they're always masked up.
Yeah, I don't go often, but I did go, and
Oops.
I was talking about the Phillies are in the World Series right now to date us right now. I don't know if they won or if they're going to win or not, but if they win, I wanted to do what the Eagles did when the Eagles won and go to City Hall and party, right?
Oh, yes.
I was talking about this in front of everyone, and I mixed up City Hall and the Capitol, and I said I want to storm the Capitol if they win.
Did they react at all?
They laughed. Because I was like, wait, no, not the Capitol, City Hall.
They laughed. So you were like, so you can speak English.
They were all, I had a white chick doing my fingernails.
What the fuck?
I know.
You didn't get a color?
No, she honestly, they look kind of, they're like chipping off now, but.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
I know. So I was going to get pictures taken today, but the photographer canceled on us. So I wanted to get a picture of, I guess, her hands or some shit. I don't know. Whatever photographers do for wedding stuff.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So I wanted to have nice manicured thingies. But pictures got canceled and my finger still got done.
I like getting my nails did from time to time.
Yeah.
I like grabbing a color though, dude. Like I said, I'm a real they them trapped in a man's body.
That's it. Nail in the head. But there's a Himalayan restaurant right near the salon. So I have a few things to bring up. So we got to hit up the Himalayan spot.
Shit. Did you check out the menu at all?
Yeah, a lot of veg stuff. I think that might just be the general consensus of a Himalayan place. Like
Not much meat.
Like half and half kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, this looks good. Every place looked good. There was a bunch of Thai food, but Himalayan stuck out. I was like, Himalayan.
How far is that?
The spot, 15 minutes. It was close. Maybe too far to probably get delivery from, but close enough to just drive over. Yeah. I guess there was traffic yesterday, so it took me 20 minutes, but Himalayan.
Traffic. Looking for my chapstick.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. It's a classic. Malibu's Most Wanted.
Do you think they're trying? Is there any like cancelable parts in that at this point?
I mean, not cancelable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Jamie Foxx? No. Close.
I know. I can understand why you would think Fox, though. Why your brain would go to Fox, even though he's a black guy.
Yeah, I know who Jamie Foxx is.
I see your brain, your neural pathways. I see how they're working.
Jamie.
And I'll explain
Foxworthy.
why.
No,
that'd
be good.
I cannot. All right, I'll tell you what his name is,
okay.
and then I'll explain how I know why. How I understand why you were getting how Fox and Foxworthy is getting in your head.
Okay.
His name's Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy.
And he had a show called The X Factor.
X Factor.
That's, I think, why you're... Unless you didn't know that, and you
I
were
knew
mixing
his
up
name.
Jamie Foxx and Jamie Kennedy.
I knew his name wasn't actually Jamie Foxx. I know who Jamie Foxx is. I've seen Spider-Man. Come on.
Yeah.
And Django Unchained.
One of the things that I liked least that Jamie Foxx has ever done is the Spider-Man.
I mean, that Spider-Man's the worst one out of all of them.
Yeah, that might be true.
It's just not good.
Yo, anytime there's like an electricity guy,
yeah,
I don't care.
Electricity? No, thank you. You like the cable guy?
I like the cable guy. Yo, except the cable guy when I was younger used to, like when it came out, my dad thought it was so funny.
I didn't get it initially.
I thought it was funny, but it made me really bummed me out.
Yeah, because he's like a loser, like a weirdo.
Yeah, he's just like literally has no friends.
Has, like,
and I think I related it to it too much because he was like, TV's my friend, and I was like, damn, TV might be my friend.
I was like, our neighbors gave us a few movies, and that was one of the movies they like. Hey, you should check this out. It's funny.
Was it a VHS that they recorded off a TV?
Probably at that point,
dude.
That was the era of that. Burnt discs and VHSs. True. It was easy to do.
I know. My aunt, I've talked about how she dated a cop before, but it's him being a cop is irrelevant.
But you know where we stand.
I don't like this guy, so
even better. Defund him.
All cops. But sometimes I would sleep over his parents. He might have lived with his parents. Loser. I remember sleeping over his parents' house, and they would rent movies from the movie store and record multiple copies of it.
Yeah.
And they had a whole room that was literally just stacks of VHS that they just recorded and just kept.
There's Blockbuster in there.
But it's crazy because there's nothing you could do about that.
No. But I don't want to store all those VHSs. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, but dude, imagine having all those now.
It would suck. I would throw them out.
It'd be awesome.
You would like it? Have a room full of VHSs?
Yeah.
You can just watch on the internet.
I know, but
it takes up zero room in your.
Dude, you know how good
computer.
It would make your brain feel to pop in fucking the Gremlins VHS.
Yeah, but you have to rewind it.
You got to rewind it. You got to adjust the tracking. If it's looking fucked up.
I don't want to deal with that. I'm past that age. I want to worry about, is the streaming working? Is the Wi-Fi good fast enough? True. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good to go. And I can watch it in 4K. You know?
Yeah. Do you fuck with the smooth motion on the TV?
No, that shit sucks.
Isn't that weird? I don't understand. You know what's really weird? My dad can't perceive it. Can't perceive the difference.
Is that an age thing, or
I don't know?
Is that a man thing, or I wonder what that?
I mean, despite me being a they them trapped in a man's body,
is that a them thing?
I can see it very clearly.
Yeah, Yeah, I can see it clearly too. It sucks. It seems something's just. It's not natural. It's not a natural.
It makes everything look cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I think the thing that really like got me is I was trying to show my dad like a Super Heaven music video one time, and I was like, "This looks so fucking." This is like I was a little embarrassed. It looked like a home video.
You can do that with on YouTube. Oh, it was on his monitor or something.
It was on like a smart TV.
Okay.
And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
And I turned it off. It was a bitch to turn. They make it hard to turn off on a lot of TVs. And he was like, "It looks the same to me."
Dude, maybe he's seeing something we're not.
Dude, but then I turned it off on his TV when we lived in the same apartment.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Yeah, I don't see a difference."
I mean, good for you because you don't have to be upset that it's not there anymore. But that is weird that he can't see the difference. I remember I saw Spider-Man, like the third one. That was the first time. I don't know if it was this, but it seemed this way because it looked weird. It was on a TV. It was playing on TV somewhere. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this TV?
It looks bad. It looks like it's like
There's too
it makes
many,
everything look like a daytime soap.
Yeah, there's too many layers. It sucks. So if anyone has their TV or is watching this right now,
If you can't tell the difference, you should honestly go get your brain checked out.
Yeah, something's cross-wired there.
So we talked about how my aunt has found the podcast. I don't know if she's watched more than an episode of it.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my mom about it, and my mom doesn't really understand it. Like,
Okay.
I don't think she realizes that this is a different one than I used to do.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to explain to her like how she can watch it, and then I'm like halfway through, I'm like, what? I don't really want you to watch it. Like, I'd actually rather you didn't watch it.
It is so easy to watch this.
But she didn't know that it like had a name or anything. She's like, so if I search your name,
you'd probably find it.
You probably would.
Yeah,
find
you
it.
probably would find it. That's how easy it is.
But she was basically like, how am I going to know I'm watching the right thing? And I wanted to be like,
that's good.
You will know because, like, I don't know if she thought I was saying she needed to watch a certain episode or what, but
maybe she wanted.
I was like, you dumb bitch. You fucking go to YouTube, you type in the name of the show.
Quit your band while you
When I told her the name of the show, that's when I was like, why am I telling you this? I don't think you need to watch
Let me
this.
save you. Let me subscribe you. Oh, you could use her as
And
a
then the
subscriber.
lady that lives at their house, hi, Denise, if she's listening, said that she's watched it.
Oh, there you go. Has she subscribed?
Denise, if you have not subscribed, you better
we
subscribe.
need your subscription there. Huh. There you go. Maybe it's her favorite show.
So maybe I'm kind of just trying to get my mom to subscribe so I can get her to watch it so that she can subscribe.
I was looking at our age demographic and it's so 24 to like 35 or 25 to 34, whatever that bracket is. That just like that's it. That's who watches. I was like, okay. Probably male. Probably a lot of males.
Dude, I think it was at first, and now I think it's like, I'm not going to say it's 50-50.
Yeah, it's impossible.
There's a lot of gals and
they probably log
thems
in.
and people that would prefer not to be labeled.
Non-binary.
I think that's they them.
Yeah, you're right. But what I was saying is that where was I going with this?
Where was he going?
Where was
with
I
it?
going? I had something. I don't even know if I had a point on.
This is podcasting, baby.
Yeah, this is what you want. 24, 25. Oh, girls, right? So there's probably more girls on it, but they're logged into their boyfriend's account.
You think so? I think
it helps. It helps their story. They're logged in their boyfriend's account. And then
true.
that's why it gets
I think a lot of the not to discredit your theory, but I think most of the women that listen to this podcast are single ladies. Oh, the single ladies. I feel like hopefully YouTube doesn't rip.
It was perfectly sang.
They're gonna have like an algorithm that catches it, and they're like, "This is the exact song."
It needs to be monetized. Beyonce needs her money.
Yeah.
Her kids need to be So they need to subscribe to the Mr. Beast channel.
They need to have a $25,000 Halloween costume.
Can you imagine? You buy a car with that. It's upsetting what money means to some people.
I mean, people got really excited about Heidi Klum being a worm.
Did you see it though?
Yeah,
it looked weird as fuck.
Yeah, and I respect her for going because she is truly the queen of Halloween costumes.
Oh, does she always do that?
Yeah.
Oh, she's like a supermodel, right?
Yeah, and now she's kind of like old to be. I wouldn't call her a supermodel, but she's fine. She's fine. I don't want to discredit you, Heidi.
Yeah.
She's probably a listener.
Heidi.
Because only
Heidi.
fine women listen to this podcast.
Logged into her husband's account. Yeah.
You logged into her husband's account.
But yeah, the worm was good.
Yeah, but that probably cost like $25,000.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right.
You know what I mean? To have that done was like, and it's made out of something that allows her to like.
Yeah, she's rolling around on the
just
ground.
move it or like move around all fucking day.
How does she walk in that? I only saw a picture or a video of her standing up and then a video of her laying down. And I'm assuming her husband or partner was like casting her in. It was a good one, man. If I could afford that, maybe I would.
Well, Diddy was the Joker, and just he was specifically Heath Ledger Joker. No confusion there.
I love the Heath Ledger.
But he acted like him seemingly all day long.
Huh. He's chaotic. He was thriving.
Have you seen the video of him?
I have not seen the video.
Oh, dude. When we're done, check out the video of him saying hi to Tyler, the Creator. That's my favorite.
How do you feel about Tyler, the Creator? I
think he's great.
I used to not fuck with him. Now I think he's great. Awesome.
I think he's a truly free individual.
And let me back this up for a second. Not fuck with his like music. Like his voice is so different because it's very
some
low.
Of his music's okay. I think his music's fine.
You just wouldn't think he had a deep voice. Look, I was just like, oh, I didn't realize he had like a deep voice, and this is what his music sounded like. But now I like his music.
You thought he had a high voice, so you were like, I don't like high voices.
No. I heard it for the first time. I was like, this is deep. I don't know if I particularly like this. I thought it was going to be a little more.
Oh, it was a little
different.
Too male.
Yeah,
a little too like. Ooh, I don't. This is a little too alpha.
I don't want to listen to Don Draper. You know.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to Michael Jackson. I don't know.
Dude, speaking of which, how low T do you think you are?
I don't know. That's a good question because what qualifies as low T? Just
I don't know. I feel like I got to be here's what I don't understand. I would think if I was low T, I would be like in my mind, low T means you're in bad shape. Low to no sex drive.
Libido, yeah.
Libido. Your penis doesn't work. And you're like soft.
Yeah.
And you don't grow like you don't have a ton of body or facial hair.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
And I don't have have like a lot of body hair or facial hair.
Me neither.
That's strike one.
I got a few on my back though lately. But go on, sorry. Strike one. 3 strikes you're out, so be careful.
Hairy back? You can hairy back?
There's like 10.
Oh, well.
So
no disrespect to any of you bears out there.
Oh, wait, that's rar. I don't know what a bear
strike.
Like.
So strike one, don't have a ton of hair.
Okay, no hair.
Strike two, I'm not in very good shape.
Okay, but you don't have that like
to take away half a strike.
Yeah,
I have a decent physique for someone that does nothing.
Yeah, you don't have that hourglass figure.
I'm stronger than I should be for someone that does nothing.
Ooh, like those guys that wear the V-neck, but it's like too tight and you can see their love handles.
Yeah, they're
like,
soggy fucking body.
You got low T if you were looking like that. If you got a soggy body.
That's true. I think of that person as just a simp.
You are simping hard for sure.
That's a beta male. See, but that's what I mean. I consider myself low T, and I think like, how can you get lower than I am?
That's no T right there.
That's no T.
Yeah. So that's 2 strike or 1.5 strike. You got any more?
See, but that's the thing. I stay fucking, bro.
There you go. So that strike revoked or something.
Yeah.
So maybe
I don't want to. I feel like I'm always trying to brag about my penis on here, but like my penis works great. Never had a problem with it.
Is that such? Is it a small percentage? But because it's such a not terrible thing, but pivotal thing in your life. If your penis doesn't work, that's why it gets echoed. And
dude, But here's what I don't understand.
Do vaginas not work?
They just stop working. They fill out. Like I got a tooth removed. I got a wisdom tooth removed. And I was like, so I just got this hole back here now. And they're like, nah, your bone sort of just like fills it out.
Oh, so weird.
And after time, it's just smooth back there. That's what happens with vaginas.
Yeah.
They just fill out.
We need to bring awareness to this.
We do.
Yeah. The vagina episode.
Welcome to the vagina episode. Have you been looking at the camera much? You've been trying not to.
I've been trying not to. I've been doing a pretty good job. I look at it every now and then.
I look every now and then when I'm either addressing the viewer or if I'm checking my placement.
I realized when we have a guest on, because I'm sitting over here, my line of sight is more directed towards the camera, so it's so much easier for me to just like pop over, look at the camera, come back, and look at.
True.
So that's kind of what was going on. Also, I know if the camera goes down, right? If it's just me and you, sucks. Not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But if you have a guest on, you feel a little like, fuck. Am I going to put this out?
Every guest probably is on here and they're like, I hope something goes wrong.
I think everyone had a great time so far.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I feel like we have yet to ask anyone to do the podcast. It's like, I think I'd rather not.
Yeah, those days will come when we ask Diddy or something to come in Joker.
Dude,
uniform.
Diddy will. I think Diddy has a right to audition for the next Joker role.
It was that good.
Well, here's the thing. He's doing Heath Ledger's Joker. He needs his own Joker, but he committed, man, and I feel like that's what you got to do.
Watch it. I gotta watch it.
Well, there's a whole video that he had to have had made of him, like.
Is it like professional?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I think so. But the video of him just like saying "What's up" to Tyler, the creator, is just on someone's phone.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
what
him
I imagine
acting like the Joker, and then it pans over, and Tyler, the creator, pulls up in like an SUV and is just hanging out and laughing, basically laughing in his face. Like, what are you doing?
What is Tyler, the creator, wearing something?
He's dressed nice, but it doesn't seem like he's dressed like in a costume.
So no worm.
He's not a worm.
No Gilbert. Dilbert.
No Gilbert.
No Gilbert. Because I'd imagine he would dress something cool. He's got money. Maybe he had all his stuff,
Yeah,
below,
that's true.
Maybe he had like a mermaid's tail. That's what he was driving with. A merman's tail.
I think mermaids are non-binary.
How do they fuck?
They don't. They're like worms.
They just kind of like do this. You ever watch Futurama?
Yes.
There's an episode where they go down in the ocean and Fry falls in love with a mermaid. You ever see that episode?
I don't know if I have.
But anyway, they fall in love, and then it gets to the that part, and he's like, "Oh, what do I do?" That show's so good. I fucking love that show. No, people love that show. Let me know in the comments below.
So what? They fuck by shaking hands?
I don't know. I forget how they fuck, honestly. I don't think they do or something. Or maybe it's some weird thing and he runs away. But
yeah, worms got it right, dude.
Just rub up against each other and just...
I don't even know. Do they even do that? I think they just eventually just like plop out another one or something.
You can chop them in half, right? Don't they still...
Yeah, but I don't think they like become two entities.
Right, one carries on. Is there a brain on... There's not a brain on both
I think
sides.
it depends where you slice it. I think it can just like go on and regrow.
Live a happy life.
But I think if you slice it at a certain part, it's like doesn't have the things it needs to continue on as a worm.
Yeah, I get. How do snakes have sex?
They fuck. They just fuck.
They have dicks?
They have two of them. Most snakes have two.
Can they fuck themselves?
No.
Is there an animal that can fuck themselves?
I don't think it can fuck itself.
Or
I think it can like
just think and
procreate on its own.
That's
I don't think
scary.
I don't think it like maybe internally something's. I don't think there's in and out happening though.
Right, but
there's definitely an
in
internal
their body,
like incubation or what do you call that?
Can you imagine just sitting there and being like, and just a baby starts forming?
You're just like your body starts having sex with itself without your say so.
I said no.
This is it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like fish and shit that can, or frogs maybe.
And the seahorse. That's the only guy that can get pregnant, right? Which I still don't understand.
That's so embarrassing for us. The seahorse makes a bad name for men everywhere.
They're
but
just
you know
so
what?
tiny,
Maybe
but they're kinda cool looking.
maybe I'm a seahorse. I'm a they them trapped in a man's body.
What if they figured out if they took a seahorse and put it in a person, did it with the DNA of a person, and guys could get pregnant?
You might be onto something. You might want to like email your local scientist and be like, I don't know if you've considered this. You should just go up to the customer service desk at the aquarium, the Camden Aquarium. Can I see the marine biologist that works here?
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me, sir. I don't know if you consider this, but like, he would just be like, I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you're autistic?
Yeah. You got tism?
You got the tism?
You got the tism?
Yes, but that's neither here nor there. As I was saying.
Yeah, I feel like if you splice that together with a human, you get guys giving birth, and then I guess girls get kidney stones, but
Yeah, but not as bad as men's.
but yeah, if you get it as bad as a guy, if there was a atom we could splice with a female that could give them the kidney stones, men have to deal with.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, woman or not.
Yeah, that does. I remember hearing about that. That sounds so painful. I don't like to experience pain.
No, I'm not very good with it.
It's a masochist. Is that kind of what?
That's when you
have to be dumb.
you like pain.
No, thank
You
you.
like to take pain on.
I'm anti-Macedon.
Yeah, I'm a sadist. I like inflicting pain.
I like no pain. I want to stay far away from pain as I can.
Oh, here's another thing about I think this is my original point I was trying to make about the low T.
Right.
Another thing is, and this is a thing that has gotten worse. It was in check for a while, and then it's gotten worse. I'm becoming angry again.
Oh no. You don't want to become angry.
But I feel like, can you be low T and just like everything makes you mad?
I don't think so. I feel like high T it's why you would have so much aggression and
that's the thing. Why
tension.
do I not have better physique and
It's high blood pressure with that? I don't know. I have no idea. Not a doctor. That one doctor. Speak up.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna need a doctor on the podcast because I refuse to go to one, and I really should.
Dress them up with the little thing on their head.
A little mirror.
I didn't agree to this.
Yeah.
Like, no, you gotta wear it. I'm sorry.
Or we could dress them up like the nurse from Enema the State.
And we dress up like the doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have like a little clipboard, like.
Well, you have to be a patient. I'm gonna be the doctor.
Oh, wear the.
And me and the nurse
I'll wear the gown with the butt out.
Yes.
I like that,
dude. Why do they have the butt hanging out?
You can shit easily. I mean, throw the pan underneath you.
That's a really good point.
But do you ever have a catheter?
Yes, but not while I've been awake.
Whew, dude, I'm sure I have one in my life.
I've talked about the procedure for the kidney stone.
Yeah. I remember that. But
they did not brief me the way that they should have. I feel like if they're jamming something up you, they need to make that
pretty clear,
crystal clear at the beginning. And they didn't.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna make a small incision on my lower abdomen or my back.
Yeah. Okay.
Go in there and just sort of, I don't know, squeeze the fucking thing loose or something because it got stuck.
Oh, it was in your kidney, right? Yeah, you think it would just be flick the back of my kidney, get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they stuck a fucking thing up my pee hole pretty far, far enough to dislodge something that was between my kidney and my bladder.
Oh, dude. Ugh.
And I didn't know. I woke up and they're like, "All right." I woke up in the recovery, and I guess this is normal. I got ignored for like 3 hours. I just laid there and I was just like,
is my penis still there?
Hello, I'm awake. And then they were like, I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And they gave me like a jug. It literally looked like a Kool-Aid pitcher.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I think I'm getting Parkinson's because my hands are shaking all the time now.
Early stage
Life's going bad for me, man.
Early stage Parkinson's? You don't want that.
I'm angry and depressed, and if I didn't smoke weed, I would be a fucking monster.
If you shrink, you'll be Michael J. Fox.
He's pretty small.
He's really small. When he's a tiny little guy.
Yeah, when he shakes, nothing. But when I shake, I'm big enough that I'm going to start doing damage.
Yeah.
I forget what I was talking about.
Let's see. Low T, high T.
Yeah, I don't know if I have high
getting the
T.
doctor on the show. People buy
Oh, my kidney stone.
kidney stone.
And then they handed me a pitcher, and then I peed in
yes.
it, and it was excruciating, and
Oof.
it was only blood.
Oof. Yeah, I was gonna. I would know it's gonna happen, so I'd be like, I can't look. Yeah, I have to close my eyes while I'm peeing.
Maybe that's why they didn't tell me, because I would have
Yeah.
been in such dread about taking this piss.
Oof. Yeah, you would want to think that would be like the best piss of your life. Like, oh, it's gonna feel so good. It's gonna come right out of me, and then,
Dude,
it's just blood. You don't want blood.
the only thing that was worse is when because they installed a thing when they went up there.
Sounds like a computer.
So they had to take it out. It was literally just like a tube
Yeah,
that expands.
Mhm.
And they had to take it out like 6 weeks later or like 2 months later.
Oh,
And-
God. And you're not in pain at that point.
I'm
Discomfort,
discomfort.
Yeah.
Peeing with it in was really, really weird.
but it wasn't.
It felt like my whole body was because basically the passage from your kidneys to your bladder is like a tiny little vein.
Yeah, it's a little tiny
And like
pinhole.
that's where it was stuck. So they stuck a thing in there to hold it open so that I could pass it on my own, and it couldn't retract.
Yeah.
But because that thing's usually like not held open that wide, I guess,
yeah,
it felt like when I was taking a piss, it was like blasting through my body. Yeah, it was fucked up. I could not recommend more than to not get a kidney stone. I could not dissuade you any further from getting one.
so get pregnant.
But the problem is
before
they
you
don't
get a
really
kidney
know
stone.
what causes them.
I thought it was iced tea. Is that just an urban legend?
Dude, they
Or
have like
high
a
sugar?
list of things that they think contributes to it.
Yeah.
They're like, these are commonalities in people that get kidney stones.
Mhm.
But they're like, truthfully, we don't fucking know.
High tea.
Maybe it's high T. Maybe
Maybe
they're
it's-
like, you got a big ass dick. And then we've discovered that a lot of people got that and get kidney stones.
Oh fuck. Well then, imagine if that was the case, right? And you go around telling girls like, I got kidney stones a lot.
Girls
you
are
know?
like biting their lips. Ladies, you know what that means.
You've heard of big socks.
You say,
I get many kidney stones.
Yeah. Guys with big feet, that's been debunked. But the kidney stone thing is like, there's science behind that.
Mm-hmm. Neil deGrasse Tyson would even buy in.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny.
I was listening to
I was gonna say, you've been listening to this
I
podcast?
just got back onto it today. I've been listening to it so long, and I was like, yo, I gotta check it out. Dude, they're funny, man. He's great. It's great. I love it. I think you can watch it now.
What does he
maybe.
talk about?
I don't know, space or some shit.
But like I mean, I know it's infinite, but like what is there to say?
They have like science people on. They might have
What
doctors
do they
on.
got to say?
Nothing, honestly. They're not great guests, but they are actual interesting people, but they're not interesting guests. Like you wouldn't want them on your show.
Yeah.
But to the science world or whoever, I don't know who fucking listens to that podcast, but
You.
they got her one subscriber back.
I'm sure he has many subscribers.
Yeah, he's
People
famous.
listen to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's busting.
Does he ever get like a celebrity guest or something? Has Leo DiCaprio ever been on or anything like that?
Probably. None that I've seen, but I'm sure he's.
He like tries to save the planet, right?
Leo? Yeah, he cares about the planet. He likes the planet. He could probably get Leo. He could swing Leo. He's probably been in a movie with Leo.
Yo, did you hear the good news?
Leo's.
The ozone hole is closing up.
Oh, really? See?
They say in like 35 years, gonna be closed.
And guess what? I've done nothing different.
I've done some things different, but to be honest, once I found out that recycling is essentially fake,
It's a scam.
I'm just like, what do I care about?
Dude, when I lived in the city, it was all just everything would go in the same thing. I was like, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
There's no difference. Here's a little different because there are 2 trucks,
Yeah.
but in the city, and that's the majority of the trash, goes the same shit.
But dude, I watched a video about, and I implore anybody that I guess cares about the planet. This sounds gay, but
Yeah.
if you care about that stuff at all, you should watch. I can't even tell you the name of the video. Just like search how recycling works on YouTube. And they're basically like a very small percentage of the stuff that you recycle gets recycled. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm going to recycle the stuff that they confirmed in the video that they recycle. And everything else, I don't care that much about.
Yeah. I agree. Same way. It's like, But we love the planet.
We love the planet. This might be our worst episode.
I thought this was actually a really good one. I'm going to thank everyone for listening to the podcast.
Thanks
Make sure
for
you
listening.
subscribe. Pick up a shirt. They got the Patreon. We got it all. So
I hate when podcasts end. When I'm listening to them and
Yeah.
they start wrapping up. A lot of times I dip out early because I don't like
the
for
end
something
part?
I don't like getting to the very end.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll just leave it. I'll loop it. It'll be like a 5-hour long podcast, but it'll just like it'll cut back and.
Well, I don't care about if we leave it. I'm just saying as we're ending, it's popping into my brain that like a lot of times at the end of a podcast, when they're like, all right, well,
We could start with it and then just we don't even end. Like we just kind of keep talking and then we
should
actually
just end
cut
every
it.
show with a fart into the mic.
Yeah.
Fart.
We don't have a fart queued up, but I literally.